Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War raid stream, week 27, day 4. So today is the last day that you can go get the new mythic if you're still trying to go and find it out there. So definitely want to go and probably try for that if you still have some keys laying around. To at least go and attempt it if you want to one last time, as after today you will not be able to get it that easily. Of course, that being the, I keep forgetting her name fully, the Shabanu Vespera. Gosh, that is an annoying name to say. it sounds interesting, it's just a really annoying name. But, gosh, I already forgot it. Gosh. I know Vespera, it's the first part that keeps getting me, the Shabanu part. But Shabanu Vespera, she'll be available still for, there's no timer on it. I still have no clue why there isn't a timer here. But, it's gonna last for another 6 hours. Specifically, 6 hours and 56 minutes as of this exact moment in time. But, yeah, she's not available for much longer. Also, why is my chat and like thingy not working? That is very strange. Oh no. The one is, like, really glitched out. And the other is, doing nothing? Strange. Why must everything decide not to work all of a sudden? I was tweaking some things, but I didn't touch either of those two things in any way, shape, or form. They should not have had done that. Well then. Well, I guess we don't have those for this stream. We'll fix that later. And if any of you are wondering why we're streaming a little bit earlier, I just didn't want to go and collide with the Game Awards. Game Awards is on in, what, about an hour from now. So we're going to be streaming for, you know, just about our normal hour or so, and just doing so an hour prior to when we normally do. But anyways, hello Supplement, hello Drock Savage, hello Decrail, hello Bill, hello Jellybean, hello Birdleaf, and hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we have purple deeds again today. With Imperial too, so really cool. Another 6, that means we can almost go get a purple maxed out. Actually, I believe if you bought purples a little while back, you'd probably be able to right now. They sold purples in the shop for a little bit overpriced, but they were selling them a little while back. And I believe if you bought them, you would actually have enough to get level 15 now. However, you'll easily be able to get 15 next week when we can go and craft some of them off of the new guild system with all the new tasks that are going to be available as of this patch. Of course, we can't do them currently, but as of tomorrow, or I mean as of next Monday event week, we will be able to. Had dual audio from both our streams, nice. Is he streaming right now? I keep forgetting to check because I almost never go on to Twitch. But I need to figure out what on earth happened with my interface. So I'm planning very soon to use a different program for it anyways. I might switch encoder too, because the only reason I'm specifically using this encoder is it has a little bit more integration towards the other program that I'm using with it for my alerts. Don't cross the streams. I try not to. We try not to. But I had to stream earlier today. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had a time to stream. Also, hello, Chris Border. Welcome. That is very strange that neither of those two is working. What's even funnier is the live count, because it almost looks like it's trying to work, but it's like cut off. Maybe it became smaller? I'm not quite sure. But the chat not working at all is very odd. But we will be changing that very soon. And once we do, hopefully it'll work consistently then. But this is the first time where it hasn't not worked, though, which is odd. Really threw me off. If anyone has any questions, just let me know. Because a good majority of this stream will be finishing up pretty much everything until we can go do factions tomorrow. Of course, we are getting a new faction tomorrow. We will be going over that in depth. Salty didn't even go over on the previous Monday either, so even more to go over, since we don't even necessarily know what the exact wolf layout or anything like that. I'm pretty sure if you check the spoiler of the things, you could kind of see it. But we never got to see it in action yet, so we'll of course be doing everything with that tomorrow. Of course, about 15 hours from now, we'll be doing our morning stream going over it. And hopefully, if I wake up early enough, I should have some content going out prior to the stream as well. Just going over teams for the faction and, you know, all the normal stuff that we go over for every faction. As far as its colors, I actually forgot what they are off the top of my head. I should probably go double check, because that would be good to know for tomorrow. The colors for tomorrow's factions are... That's the wrong page. 1 second. The colors of tomorrow are blue and yellow. What's really good under blue-yellow? You can run the truffle team still. Trying to think of something that isn't truffle. That's like the first thing that comes to mind every single time. It's like, can we use truffle? The answer is yes. You can also use the Iron Gut team. The Iron Gut with Mirage Queen and Apothecary. Yeah, truffle works. Iron Gut works. You can build Iron Gut Zugoff as well if you wanna. If you have the full combo. Yeah, pretty much all the standards work. I wouldn't really advise using Aquaticus for delves. You can get away with it at the lower level delves. The later you go, the less effective she'll be, though. Hello, Umfufu. Welcome. How's he not dead? I thought we already won. Apparently not. There we go. Literally do anything and he dies to bleed. And let's get our Imperial. Also, I do advise, as of this current moment in time, to only use your Imperials for purples. You do not really want to use them for anything else other than Purple Kingdoms for the magic bonuses. And that is mostly because of how much more value you would end up getting from doing them. Also, why am I doing this against that? This is not the right team at all to be using against it. However, it seems to be working, so let's go with it. However, our Rowan did just lose all of its armor, which is problematic. Might not even matter with our Enrage. What a weird win. I'll take it, though. I'll take it. They are only really going to want to use those on purples, and the main reason for that is we're going to constantly be able to craft deeds, and you're always going to want to craft color-related deeds. You are never going to want to craft Imperials, and the main reason for that is Imperials are way overpriced. They should only be 500 writs to craft, however they cost 1,000. If they were actually a little bit more in line with the number that you actually get from event things. For example, we ended up getting... oh, I can't show it right here. But we ended up getting 6 purples and 1 Imperial from doing that. However, if you go and compare that value, you would have to go and craft... like, those 6 purples are basically worth 600 writs, whereas that 1 Imperial was worth 1,000. And for whatever reason, the values of them are just kind of weird if you were to go and craft them, making it so that it's pretty much always worth going for the color ones and the color ones only. And initially, you're going to want to go all in on purple with them, and that's pretty much it until you have all 4 of the Magic Kingdoms upgraded. Then from there, you can kind of decide how you want to use them. But the bottom line is you basically never want to craft Imperials. 1,000 is too much for each Imperial, and they also end up eating up some diamonds, which obviously a lot of people probably don't want to waste their diamonds as well. So even more reason not to go and do it that way. Oh yeah, this is code. We'll have that soon, TM. Do you think Key Team with 2 Cedric is good for Explore 12? I would not advise it because it's not as quick. However, if you don't have any other options, it's okay compared to Rowan if you want to go down that route. I would only do it if you don't have a Scorpius, though. Though, Scorpius is in Soulforge this week, don't forget. That is something that is available. If we go over to... That's not it. I was in the right location the first time. But yeah, if we go over to Soulforge again... Wait, were we just in Soulforge and I went all the way back out to go back into Soulforge? That's kind of funny. But, yeah, Scorpius is in Soulforge right now. And of course, that's the main thing we normally use for grinding Explore. You don't necessarily have to do it down this way, but it's my personal favorite. And from what I can tell, the quickest way of farming it still. But I'll just go with this, go for that, and just quick kill it with this team. And if you don't have a reality, you could just use Shadow Dragon or Web Spinner, both of which do the same thing. Just a little bit differently. But they're cheaper than having a reality. Only reason I specifically use a reality is because it can 0-turn it by getting an extra turn. Which saves time. Not much time, but it saves time. Hello, Big Dog! Hello, Alan! Welcome, welcome. And hello, Ben. Hello, Raw. The last of our mana there. And he's already dead. Oh, if it'll let me. But yeah, the problem with using double Cedric is when you are initially starting key, you do not have enough damage to one-shot this. You're going to do around 200 something damage. However, that 200 something is less than that HP value that they have. So you're actually not going to be able to go and one-shot it, which is quite unfortunate. Any low-level rope dart team? Divinish Ball Aquilon's pretty much the lowest rarity viable thing for it. However, you could put it behind a tank. Have it in second slot. Use your hero as like a secondary tank. And then just have two things behind it. It's like a Gorgotha rope dart something something. Or, you know, or any similar tank rope dart something something. But none extremely viable ones come to mind. And Divinish Ball Aquilon isn't too hard to build. Oops, I should have got poison first. But no, none that really come to mind. It's something that you can kind of use like Mang in a way, though. It doesn't give you additional damage onto your skull. However, it still has the armor tier attached to it. And on top of that, it also gets to move them to the first slot, so you can target out whatever you want to kill. One weird kind of combination you can use for that really early on in the game is Rope Dart plus Skeleton. And Skeleton will be able to create skulls so that you can go and Rope Dart something to first slot with an extra turn. Then you Skeleton on extra turn. And then if you didn't already end up hitting a skull, you would already have hit extra turn, so you could just grab the skull and then boom. In combination, Rope Dart plus Skeleton can kill pretty much anything in the game. As long as you don't have an absurdly high skull reduction. In which case you could just run Enrage on your first slot to counter that. You can just do that with Hero class or something that actually does have Enrage on its ability. Oh, you know what? Probably ruined the interface. Wow, why does this program keep getting worse with every update? But, you know what happened? This program ended up doing a little mini update. And that mini update's probably what ruined it earlier. That would explain it. That is very strange. I'm not sure what's up with this program, but every single time it is updated, it has gotten worse, not better. Like, more things just keep breaking on it every single time it updates. I'm not even sure what they're fixing or changing, but all I know is it's getting worse. It's kind of weird. Do you have a document or a quick reference on your YouTube that has a few different recommendations for certain situations? You try to watch as much as you can and bounce from past videos. I'm not sure exactly what you're asking for by that. Recommendations for certain situations of what? Because every single game mode uses different teams. And normally I have videos going up for every single possible thing as far as teams for it. And tomorrow, of course, we'll be going over teams for the new faction. But every location in the game tends to use different teams. Though we could make one master video that has teams for like literally everything. However, that might be too many things all at once. We'd have to divide it in some way. Like Guild Wars on its own is like 2 videos in itself. Because of how many teams are required for Guild Wars. One set for offensive and one set for defensive. Of which you need several teams per color. Or at minimum 1 team per color. But sometimes you switch out into other teams. Or of course if someone's missing a troop, I would still have to show more. Because I can't just say, hey, use this team with 2 or 3 mythics. Because most people probably wouldn't have it. We would need some form of cheaper alternative. Hello, Joseph! Welcome. Also, why am I doing this right now? I was like in the middle of doing things, but then someone was asking about something. Then I started doing this. We're already so far, I might as well go and finish out the chest. Since we're already here. I need to go check my guild's trophies too. I want to see how much they're actually increasing by. See if anyone has passed us. We're actually the highest for once. Normally we're like one of the lowest in the guild for trophies. But now that we're not required to have to only do PvP for, I think we're one of the highest. I know we were earlier. Not sure if we still are. Because of course every single one of these battles that we're doing right now is 3 trophies each. Depends on what difficulty you do it on, but 10, 11, and 12 do give 3. However, you would only want to do 12 just because that has the highest rate for the actual good tokens. Plus it's quicker gold, and it still wins at the same rate anyways. And the reason it's quicker gold is because the higher multiplier on it. Okay, next order of business. Let me go check the guild real quick. Did they ever fix a shop yet? I don't think they're doing that till Monday. Nope, shop is still not fixed. Be careful with that. Let's see, what's our trophy count? Okay, Azala's playing a lot. Nice. And informed payload, as well as Razgul. I think those are the only 3 that were above us then. Yeah, it isn't kind of interesting to see how substantially trophies end up increasing. Prior to this week, getting 1,000 trophy, I would say, would be pretty decent. Now, like 1,000 trophy, you do like without even trying. You just spend like an hour and explore, and boom, you just got yourself like upwards of 180. Pretty much regardless of what method you do. Like any method you do is going to be 180, give or take a little bit. Also, why am I going to mail? I hate when it's flashing, because whenever it's flashing, it's like, oh, I need to go in there, but I keep forgetting it's just a redeem code. Actually, you know what? Let's just hand out the redeem code now. Why not? Let's go do it now. There you guys go. I don't know, maybe I should have waited a little while for the people that might come around 8. It's going to be kind of weird. Wait, how do I have 2? Oh, I know why. Keylime's streaming right now. That's kind of funny. We're both doing a stream thingy. Actually, I should go say hi to him as I'm streaming. Hold up. I can easily do that on my other computer. Let's see. Twitch.tv. I am following his thing, right? Yeah, I'm following him. Let's see. I can't hear him. Okay, I'll put his volume really low. I don't think you guys will be able to hear it in the mic. You shouldn't be able to. I should be able to hear it, but you guys probably won't hear it being picked up on the mic, I don't think. But, let's see. There we go. Anyways. Said hello to him. I guess we'll go grab the codes. Did I just post the code? I meant to. Let me go do that right now. But yeah, there you guys go. There's the code. Get the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Just looks like double that because we had another code there. But anyways, next order of business. What else we need to get into? We need to go clear out these dungeons real quick. And then we can go mess with delves. Of course, one nice feature that was added in the most recent patch is the ability to do delves at a low level. So we can now go and just do a low level 50 delve. This isn't going to fix the whole issue that delves still have, but it's going to be a nice little tweak so that at least we can farm hero class XP off of it. So that's the main thing I would mostly be using it for. Oh, that's not the team I wanted. Let me do... Wait, what actually we need for this? Yeah, we'll just run key team actually. Key will be fine enough. I said, hello, Danilo, welcome. Okay, what do we need? What do we need? Let's grab some red for now. Get all that going. Go for destroy. And then we simply key to key, and we're already good to go. And he's dead. To the other 2. Hello, Haley. Welcome. Hello, Matt. Welcome as well. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what happens with the Game Awards. Should be on in about an hour from now. Which is the whole reason why we're doing this a little bit earlier. The stream and everything. Really curious what Nintendo will reveal. I still have a few of those things that they ended up offering a little while back too. To get games for cheaper. And the problem is I'm not sure if there's going to be enough new releases between now and then. because I still have 3 of those little things that I can use for a full game purchase. And it only costs $47.50 each rather than the normal 60 for brand new games. But the only thing I know that's coming within that time until they expire is Animal Crossing, so I'm not sure what I'll do with the other 2. Well, we'll figure out something for it. But yeah, I haven't played Animal Crossing in ages. It's kind of like Stardew Valley, kind of, not really. That's like the closest comparison I can think of that some of you might know. Oh yeah, let me go say hi to Keelan. Let's see. There we go. Keyline was just saying that I'm streaming. It's kind of funny, I can't actually hear him while doing the stream. Seems to work decently. Forgot I could even do that since I'm doing 2 computers, because it doesn't pick up the audio of the other one. Or it shouldn't be. I don't think you guys can hear the audio of the other thing. I hope not. That'd be bad if so, but I don't think you guys can pick up on it. We have this thing. I'm not sure if I'm even going to bother doing it for 25 gems. Our gem stack is actually somewhat fine right now. However, we are about to burn through pretty much like 2,800 of it tomorrow to go do that faction. But it's not going to be that big of a hit. Hello, Contendo. What mythic would you medal first? I have no clue, to be honest, at the moment. My biggest one first is probably going to be Iron Gut. However, by the time I have enough medals to actually get him upgraded, I'm not sure how meta he's still going to be. He's still pretty meta right now. However, I feel like I haven't been using him as much lately. Just because for Delves, I tend to lean a little bit more towards Truffle lately. And for Explorer, I've been just leaning towards Scorpius like we've been doing. So I haven't really had as much of a need to use Iron Gut. However, overall, I would still probably say Iron Gut is the better way to go. Okay, we need magic. Actually, do we need magic? What team were we using again? We're using Rowan. Never mind, we need armor. Where are we going? City of Thieves. And then we just do all these rooms. Oh wait, we already started our previous one? Apparently. Did I forget to finish it out? Also, apparently. Whoops. Mistakes were made. Okay, let's just get this Cedric in then. And, of course, we're still using this. Mountain Crusher, Rowan, Leprechaun, Mirage Queen, and we're just doing this to level up our hero class. Pretty much the whole purpose why we're even doing this is to level up our hero class. And one nice benefit of why we're doing it like this is, even though we're not getting as much loot from the Delve, one really good benefit is that each one of these battles is giving us 2 EXP each, which there's pretty much no other way to really win this quickly while still getting that amount of EXP for your hero class. So you could simply go through each one of these in like 20-30 seconds or so and claim your 2 EXP and end up getting over 4 EXP per minute for your hero. Ends up working out quite nicely. Unfortunately, that did not kill. Luckily, we got so many bleed stacks there that will wipe him out. Normally, that should kill. That's the problem with running it on level 50 rather than 22. Or, you know, on 20 as well, I should say. Not 22, but, you know. But, you don't end up getting one-shots as often. You can still get one-shots, but there are some battles where you don't end up getting one-shots, which is very annoying. You also get a whole 0.5 times less multiplier, which not only affects your final loot, but also affects the loot of every single room that you do along the way. Is Pet Gnome Bait only going to be available in shop? At this current moment in time, yes. However, it's not even currently in the shop. I don't think it's going to work until Monday, because it doesn't seem like they fixed it yet. If you have bought it prior and you didn't end up getting the right loot, do make sure to contact support. But from I can tell visually, it looks like they haven't updated it in-game. So do be careful with that if you're expecting to get it. But yes, the bait for getting the pets is currently only available for money. And they are $20 each, which is obviously extremely pricey for what they are. However, you do get a lot of other things along the way. I feel like people will mostly be buying those 20 packs as gifts for the guild, though, more so than anything. As it does give you a lot of gifts that you can end up giving to guildmates. And that is particularly beneficial as you can use those gifts as a reward system if you're a guild leader in order to incentivize either donating more gold or donating more trophies, or both. Oh no, I wonder if I should go do that. $20 is a bit pricey for it though. But basically, what we could do is have like a little competition for the guild. And then like the top person ends up getting like 100 gems and then 50 and then 30. Or you could even do it higher than that depending on how you want to distribute it. Though you'd have to do it in intervals of 25 because I believe each gift is 25 gems. And I believe the $20 pack gives you 15 of them, which is 375 gems. Oh, I'll take that for now. What is the next best poisoning troop if you don't have Yali? Web Spinner and Shadow Dragon are the next best for that team. Which one really depends on which one you have and what playstyle you want. Shadow Dragon would feed purple back into it, however Web Spinner would have a better chance for extra turn. Oops, I almost just clicked at 500. That would have been a fail. We did not want that 500. Keylime has been trying to talk to me since I've gotten to the chat. Has he? I'm in his chat right now. What's he saying? Well, I can hear what he's saying, kind of. I can hear that he's talking, and I can make it out some, but I don't have it loud enough that I can actually hear everything he's saying. Because obviously I'm still focusing on my game, too. There's just too many things to focus on at one time. Yeah, what did he want to chat about? That'd be really funny if we had a chat through each other's stream as we're on each other's, or, you know, as we're, like, on each other's stream. I'm not sure if he's on mine right now, though. That would be really funny, though. Okay. Let's see. We got that. We got that. We got that. How many 1.3s do we have here? Gosh. It's a lot of 1.3s. No 1.4s, though. That's fine, though. We just do this, do the other 1.3, and just go down to multiplier order. You're going to craft a Scorpius this week for Explorer. Hasn't been easy for you. Oh, very nice. Yeah, Scorpius is such a nice option to have. Highly, highly, highly advise crafting it this week. If you have the diamonds for, I would definitely advise getting it before this week ends up expiring. You have until the end of this Sunday to end up getting it. He wants to do some kind of collab? We definitely could sometime. Probably not before the end of this year, though. Because at this point, I'm going to be probably too busy up to that point. Unless we can get it done in the next week doing something. Because after that, I'm going to probably be too busy for the rest of this year. Until the end of the year. Because there's several things I need to get done before I go on the holidays. And I'm leaving on the 28th, I believe it was. And of course, prior to that, I'll also be celebrating Christmas. So, a lot of things happening soon for the holidays. So this next week's like the last week I have pretty much free. And after that, it's just holiday after holiday stuff. My stream is echoing on Keylime's stream. Does he have it on? Your stream is echoing on Keylime's stream. What, does he have it on my stream for the audio? That's why I have the two PCs thing. That's one nice thing, because normally you would have to go and mix your audio separately for like every single program. But when you have it on two different PCs, you can very easily separate the audios. He's trying to talk with me? Oh, okay. Well, I can hear him enough. I just can't hear him to a degree where I can actually hear him talking to me. I guess I could put it up a little bit more. It's just I'm trying to concentrate on my own talking and game. Let's see. We'll go for this. Okay, I have it high enough that I can hear him now. It's just hard for me to chat and just hear him too, because my voice is so much higher than him. But that's just because of how the audio is. And that because, like, you know, when you're talking, you can easily hear your own voice more. And there we go. Is he talking to me right now? I can't hear him talking to me right now. All he's doing is making random sounds. Let's see. We'll get the other hit. We'll get our purple there. And it dies off a double bleed. Let's see. We'll take the top one. Oh, what do we grab? What do we grab? We got that for now. And then we stick to skull. Already get a one shot. Why is our attack so high? I guess because we have so much upgraded from the faction. Move that over. Grab our other green. Get our Wayne down. Yeah, using Discord probably would work better for chatting with each other. He stopped talking, now back to normal programming. I didn't hear him talking at all to me the entire time when he ended up saying that. Okay, we'll go for that. Get our other one. And do we have a drop for that? We'll try for Alpha Sky Purple. Ends up getting it. Go for the other brown. Get our Leprechaun down. And what else do we need? We can grab that into a mountain. Can we even get enough mana for that? I do not believe so, so let's take a blue for now. Oh, whoops, it did surge. Okay. I was trying to find a double cascade in case it didn't. But that'll work too. Oh, a level 10 chest. Nice. Too bad such a low multiplier. Though, one interesting thing, though, is we do seem to be getting almost pure shards every time. I wonder if doing at 0.5... This is something I've never actually really paid much attention to. But I wonder if 0.5 times actually has a higher chance of giving you pure shards. Because if that's the case, doing 0.5 might actually not be that bad. Because I've never went out of my way to do 0.5s before. I'm not sure if anyone has even checked the game to see. Just because 0.5s would assumably just be worse. But that'd be kind of interesting if they did make it so 0.5 has higher shard rate. Because that would actually be beneficial for what we need. Let's see. You got heaps of ingots, so it's your luck, not the norm. I don't believe having more ingots decreases your chance of getting ingots. I'm not 100% certain on that, though. They might have tweaked that in the past. They've never officially stated at any point that having more ingots decreases your chance. However, that'd be very beneficial if they made it so you would just stop getting legendary and mythic ingots once you've already had like a certain amount. Because we actually have 0 value for getting legendary and mythic ingots because we have every legendary and mythic weapon upgraded, and we have enough to go and get any future weapons upgraded for the foreseeable future. I don't believe it works that way, though. I'm almost guaranteed that it does not work that way. Okay, why do we have a 1.2 there? I really hate that a tier 5 room can even have a 1.2. Really strange that they made it like that. The amount of kills we're getting off of bleed is actually pretty hilarious. Because it ends up doing, whenever we get a triple kill like that, that's basically an additional 6 damage for our AoE poke. Plus, some people don't care about key lime. Aww. Like, I'm gonna go mute his stream just so I don't keep hearing in the background then. Since he doesn't seem to be trying to chat again. But, let's see. Go for that one right over there, and then go right into our other battle that we need. One problem with the new trophy system, people in your guild will know how has no life outside Gems of War. Or who has no life outside of Gems of War. I don't know. You would have to be playing like the only way you could really determine that is if someone has like 2,000 or 3,000 trophies or something, upwards of that. Because most people play for at least like an hour or two a day, I would say, on average. And if you factor that in for maximum trophy rate, or even just how the standard amount they'd be getting, you'd on average be getting about 200 trophies a day. Because doing better methods can get you upwards of 180 per hour. And just doing your dailies alone within an hour will probably give you upwards of 100. And if you combine the two of those together, that means the person's probably getting anywhere from 200 to 300 a day. Between dailies and if they do some farming to some capacity. So anything above 2,000, I would say, is slightly active. Again, pretty much anything around 2,000 might even just be the average now. Just because of how much the trophies have been increased in the game. What is this life of which you speak? And I've been trying to get some amount of social life in the last few years. Actually, I'm going down to Chicago this holiday to see some friends. I will still be seeing family, but it's going to be a little bit later in the year. This is actually going to be the first New Year's ever where I'm with friends rather than family. So it'll be fun to see how that pans out. Also, the first time I have to take a one of those transition flight things. And I'm already, like, stressed out about it because I could already see that failing horribly. Because the only problem with that is whenever you have transfer flight, or connecting flights. They're not transfer flights, but connecting flights. Whenever you have a connecting flight, the thing that I really hate about it, because I've never done one before, is what if you end up getting stuck there? Because unlike all my other flights I've ever done, I would have been in a location where I would have known someone in that location. But I might literally get stuck in like Washington, D.C. or some kind of weird location where I don't know anyone there. And if somehow the flight gets missed or something, it's like, okay, what now? Because I would just need to like go randomly get a hotel or something. Which would be very strange. Let's see, we'll go for that for now. You will get stuck there. It's holiday season. Most of the flights get delayed. I know. That's the other big problem. I feel like it's more likely I'll get stuck on the way back than on the way there. Mostly because one of the connecting flights has only a half an hour in between. Whereas all the other ones have a big enough gap that I should be able to make it. However, one of them is cutting it ultra close. And hopefully they're on time. Otherwise, it's going to be a problem. Though that one is slightly after the holidays, because it's coming back on the 6th, so hopefully that's enough after the fact that it won't be as delayed. But that could be problematic. We'll find out. Yeah, hello Isabel! Welcome! There you go, grab that. Get a brown over there. Take the blue right over there, grab herself the... What do we need here? We'll take skull for now, let's die off a bleed. That's actually kind of funny. The skull kill, just right there, ended up increasing the bleed stack, which made it a high enough damage so he would actually die. Otherwise, that wouldn't have killed him. Works out conveniently. I'm not worried about being bored from a delay. My biggest concern is missing a connecting flight from a delay. Oh, happy birthday, Isabel! Hope it's been going well. So close to Christmas, too. I don't know. It must always seem weird having a birthday so close to Christmas time. Because it almost wouldn't seem like you have a birthday. Because I know my birthday is so close to Halloween that I've never really had like a proper Halloween. Because it normally just gets mixed in with my birthday. Like when I was younger. And I feel like people who have a date or a birthday that's really close to Christmas end up having the same kind of situation. Where their birthday and Christmas almost get combined together. Though 2 weeks is probably enough gap that it doesn't. It's not like as right on top of it as it could be. But that must be really annoying, literally having your birthday on Christmas. Do people just get you twice the amount of presents? Like, how would you even, like, plan for that? Obviously, some amount of people would have it on Christmas directly. You haven't celebrated since you were 6 because it falls exactly on Christmas? Aww. That's very unfortunate. Oh, you got no friends turned up. Aw. Yeah, I'm actually going to be showing up at my friend's place without any gifts. Hopefully that's not an issue. Worst comes to worst, I can just take them all out to dinner. There wouldn't really be any kind of viable way to bring presents through a flight, though. There we go. Also, we're going to have an okay amount of shards for tomorrow. Not a hefty amount, but we have about 10,000 after we buy all the packs. And we'll be good to go. Anyways, we're actually going to have level 1,500 tomorrow, it looks like. We're definitely not going to have it tonight. But tomorrow, 100%. Tomorrow morning stream, we need to go get level 1,500. And we'll be getting it off of Delves, most likely. Off of the new Delve that's coming out in 6 hours and 15 minutes from now. Right around the corner. Class battle we'll skip for now. However, if you do want to do the class battles, you can use the same 2 that you use for the event. One of them is the Mang, Sakima, Spellpaw, and Night Slayer. These were both on the Monday video as well. And then the other one's the Mang, Spellpaw, Night Slayer, and Ubistet. Both of these also work for raids this week. However, you can also use them for the class event if you want to for right now. They actually have the exact same overlap since they both can use Erskaya Rashka troops for them. Also, that's not what I meant to click on. I meant to click on... we finished raids, right? I believe so. Yeah, we've ended up finishing out raids. All good. Top 30%. Not like we need to even bother going any further than that. Why do you keep choosing different battles? Don't we do it in levels order? What do you mean by that? Why do you keep choosing different battles? You do it in multiplier order, not level order. There's a big difference. You want to do it in multiplier order in order to gain the most amount of loot while saving the treasure rooms for last, and that's the order I was doing for the delve when we were just running through it. But yeah, you always take them in, actually I could just show it with one of these other ones. How about Sea of Sorrows? So right here, you'd end up doing it within the order of multiplier. So here we can see we have a 1.25, 1.5, 1.25, 1.2. So this one almost is going to be in numeric order. But this order would be that one, 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 that one. And that was actually a bad example because that was actually numeric order as well. How about Amethrax? This one might be a better example. Never mind. It doesn't have enough turns. How about 12 Guardians would probably be an okay example, actually. So, this one probably wouldn't end up doing in numeric order. As I say that, there actually is numeric order. Fail. Can we get one that isn't numeric order? Go. Primal Rift. You're almost guaranteed not going to be in numeric order. So, here's one where we would end up doing it in a very, very weird order. We would end up doing this one, 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 this one. And the reason for that is, wow, gosh, these multipliers are so weird in this one. But the main reason for this is this one has a 1.3 multiplier. Then we end up going into 1.25. Then we end up going into 1.2. Then into 1.15. and 1.15, as that number is more important than whatever this number is. This number is an indication of how high it can be. However, it doesn't mean that it's naturally higher. A 1 can be anywhere from a 1.1 to a 1.15. A tier 2 can be anywhere from a 1.15 to a 1.2. 3 can be anywhere from a 1.15 to a 1.3. 4 can be anywhere from a 1.2 to a 1.4. And 5 can be anywhere from a 1.2 to a 1.5. And then you just do it in multiplier order. Oh, I forgot, there was actually that 5 room over there. I forgot this wasn't the boss room. But I think I still said it was applicable, though. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. You would do that one, that one, that one, that one. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. It's not too big a deal to get it in perfect multiplier order, though. But it helps increase your overall amount of loot for the delve, which is why you would want to consider doing it in the correct multiplier order, as that's always pretty beneficial to be able to get a little bit more loot than you normally would be able to. It normally doesn't take too long to figure out multiplier order. It doesn't have to be like perfectly optimal, but you know, just at least some kind of order that's a little bit better than just doing them randomly. And the whole reason for multiplier order is just to more consistently get the higher loot, because the multipliers apply immediately to whatever loot you're getting per room. It's the other reason why doing the new level 50s aren't really that good, because you're starting with a 0.5, and that whole 0.5 less multiplier that you have for the entirety of the delve is quite a handicap compared to how much you could potentially be getting for loot for it. And for whatever reason, the devs still haven't fixed it since day one of delves. We even mentioned it, or I ended up mentioning, I think a few other people did during it too. I know for sure I ended up mentioning it during the beta a while back, like a year and a half ago, and they didn't fix it then. They had many other opportunities to fix it. It was brought to them multiple times, and they still haven't fixed it for whatever reason. And it seemed like they were going to fix it this patch, and then still didn't. They added something that they thought fixed it while not fixing it, which is strange. They still haven't fixed it. The whole fact that you can still do the level 20 spam as the most efficient way to farm delves. It's not bannable doing that, like it's fully within the capabilities of the game. Though it does give you way more loot than you would normally be getting from delves by a substantial amount, not to mention it's way quicker since they're all level 20. And you'd be getting more loot than how we were just doing it now. Plus it'd be quicker. And you would still get 2 XP per thing if you want to level any hero class. Oh, what do we grab here? Take the green for now, get all our browns, go for our double poke. Also, gotta keep getting those medals. I wonder who's gonna be the first person to get that one achievement. I know for sure it's not gonna be me. There's no way I'm gonna grind it out that hard, because I know some people are gonna grind it for like 10 hours a day or something. Who knows, maybe they might already have it done. But that new achievement is gonna be so ridiculously hard. The one where we have to go and, that's not where they are. Where's the achievement? View all achievements. But this one right over here, the new one that they added. You have to use medals to upgrade 100 troops to gold. And not even just 100 upgrades, 100 golded upgrades. That takes forever and a half to do. And I believe this says 0%. But I'm pretty sure literally 0 people have it. It could still say 0% even if some amount of people have it though. Because I believe it rounds down. That is so ridiculously hard to do. Just because it would require several thousand hours of grinding Explore to have that many tokens, most likely. Due to the number of troops you would have to upgrade. Though if you just did commons, rares, and ultra rares, I guess it wouldn't be as bad. Because even though mine only said 7, I believe I currently have around a few dozen. If we were to actually go use all of our tokens that are on reserve. Did the devs up difficulty of Explore? No, it should be exactly the same. There shouldn't have been any change to Explore. The only difference that Explore has is you now gain trophies for it as well, on top of all the other loot that we've already been gaining from it. But that's the only change that happened this patch, was the addition of trophies. 1 to 4 gives 1 trophy, 5 to 9 gives 2 trophies, and 10 to 12 gives 3 trophies. The only ones that are relevant to do for the most part are 2, 5, and 12. 2 because it's the lowest difficulty that you can easily one-shot with a lot of teams. And you do it instead of 1 just because it's slightly more loot while still being easily one-shottable by most of the things you would use around the one-shot quick kill range for that. 5 you do because it's the highest trophy rate in the entire game. That's probably the least useful one. However, some people would want to get a lot of trophies. And 12 is mostly just for farming everything else. So if you wanted to get the maximum rate of medals, of course, you would end up doing 12. And you also end up getting a really substantial amount of gold from doing so as well. It's around 350,000, give or take 50,000 or so per hour. Which is a lot of gold. Which reminds me, I should probably dump all my gold before next week comes around. Actually, who knows? Maybe we'll go do it right now. We have a full guild right now, right? Actually, no, I should do it after tomorrow. Because I might need some extra gold for... never mind, we'll do it after tomorrow. Because we don't know how far we might need to go for tomorrow for upgrading the faction. But after tomorrow, I think I'm going to dump, like sometime next stream tomorrow morning, I think we're going to dump all of our gold into the guild. Or at least a good majority of it. Because this will be the last week we could do legendary tasks normally. So say goodbye to legendary tasks. As this is like the last week we ever get them, unfortunately. At least to a realistic degree. Because now, after this week, there'll be a 31.5 million paywall to get to legendary tasks, on top of what already exists as costs. So you have to spend an additional 31.5 million just to get to legendary tasks. They doing the Pride Lands one for what? Is there any troop that can passively damage aside from Taloka? Yes. One of the better ones for that is Kraken. Kraken does 3 damage to all enemies per extra turn, which is the highest amount of overall damage you can get per extra turn. Assuming the entire enemy team is alive, it is 12 damage per turn, or per extra turn, of which it distributes 3 damage to each enemy. There's basically 3 main ones. Taloka does 10 damage to a random. Kraken does 3 damage to all, which is the highest overall damage at 12. And the other pretty noteworthy one is Thief does, I believe, 7 damage? 7 or 8, I believe it's 7. Does 7 damage to the last slot, which makes it the highest amount of damage anything can do off an extra turn that consistently hits the same target every single time. Those are the 3 main ones that exist. And they're pretty much the only 3 relevant ones. Everything else that does damage off the extra turn, I believe, are not relevant other than those 3. Of Taloka, Kraken, and Thief hero class. Kraken isn't really that meta in the current state of the game, though. He used to be like one of the best, at one point, the best troop in the entire game. But then he got nerfed a bit and rebalanced a bit, and after all that, and the game just changing over time, he's become kind of not really worth using. Although he was pretty broken in the past. He had his time to shine. But no more. I remember in Guild Wars we used to use him a lot. Particularly back when Guild Wars was scored based on how many troops you had alive and no other condition. Because he used to be used with Giant Spider a lot for Green Day. Or possibly even with KrissTigger occasionally. You're running Shabanu, 2 Talokas to passive to death. That can work. Might take a little while to get your Shabanu running, though. But that works. And then you just extra turn spam for 20 damage per extra turn. But yeah, you could use the Krakens and go down the purple route. And just build the team into purple spawning. However, both of Taloka's colors work back into her, whereas only one of Kraken's does. However, Kraken does create blue on cast, which does, of course, obviously feed back into your Shabanu. Vespera. If anyone has any other questions, do let me know. As we are probably going to be wrapping up as soon as we get this next chest. And then we'll catch the Game Awards. I just wanted to get out just a little bit before then, just in case it starts doing some kind of like initial thing. Pretty sure it's not actually starting until 8:30. But sometimes when something says starting at 8:30, it has like stuff going on prior to 8:30. So I'm not sure, so just in case. But I was really curious about it this year, so figured why not. Is the chat not showing up in the stream? No, it's not just you. It's broken for whatever reason. It was because the program tried updating, I believe. Not 100% sure why it ends up doing that, but yeah, the chat's not working and the viewer count thing isn't working either. That should hopefully be fixed by tomorrow morning. And if not, then that's a problem. But I'll need to look into that and see what on earth happened with it. Let's see. You doing watch along stream? No, I'm not going to be streaming it for the thing to watch along with. I know some people do that. I will not be. But any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? Otherwise, here's the code again. I'm pretty sure it's already used up though. But just in case, there's the code. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. We'll be back in what is that at this point? We'll be back in about 16 hours from now tomorrow. Sorry, 14 hours from now tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be going and streaming the new faction. We are getting a new faction tomorrow. And we'll be going over everything with that, doing it a bunch, and going from there. Other than that, we also have, right now is the last time to go get Vespera, Shabanu Vespera. If you still want to go and get her, don't forget to attempt throwing all your Glory Gem Guild and possibly VIP keys if you have. At the Mythic, as you still have about 5 hours to do that if you're still looking for. It ends up resetting at the Friday reset time. And other than that, I will be back tomorrow night as well at the normal time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is basically literally this time tomorrow because we end up streaming a little bit earlier today. But yeah, feel free to leave a like. Ends up helping out a lot, as Jellybean mentioned. Let's get to 50 likes. I'm not even sure how far we are. I'm not sure if we could reach 50, though. It'd be amazing if we could. It's greatly appreciated, any amounts, regardless. But anyways, guys, I will be heading out. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. I'll catch you guys later, and thanks for stopping by. Greatly appreciated, and enjoy the holidays that are coming up soon. Goodbye, everyone!